Coverage continues now about the shooting at Donald Trump's political rally, leaving him with a bloody ear and the gunman dead.
Right now, we're hearing from local political leaders and the head of the Rhode Island Republican Party. The Night Team's Aaron Coogan joins us in the studio with their reaction. Aaron?
Yeah, well, Patrice, Brian, while politics aren't always black and white, policymakers and politicians say their continued united stand against political violence is.
This is not how we do it in America.
As millions of Americans watched in horror, a bloody Donald Trump rising from the ground, gripping his right ear after a series of gunshot-like pops rang out at a rally in Pennsylvania, politicians from both parties were quick to take to social media to denounce the violent incident.
We can disagree with each other vociferously without acts of violence, and we must. In order for America to succeed, we have to show the world that we can settle our differences through democracy and not through violence.
Raising a fist to the crowd, the former president and presumptive GOP nominee was whisked away by Secret Service, now confirmed to make a full recovery.
I think him giving that symbol out to everyone of like, I'm still here. Nothing is going to go wrong. It's going to make everyone feel that much better.
And while recently the Trump campaign has been known to use both good and bad press as opportunity to rally voters, those in the political sphere say they're unsure as to how or if tonight's incident will impact Trump's campaign moving forward.
To use it as a unifier right now, I don't know if that is what's going to be the outcome of this.
I think for either campaign or supporters of either campaign to try to score political points off of this would be completely unacceptable.
As for the upcoming Republican National Convention, tonight the Trump administration confirmed his attendance.
Come Thursday, I fully expect to see President Trump out there giving the fist pump, just as he did coming off the stage to give everybody reassurance that he's still in this. And he's not going to give up, and he's going to fight for everyone.
The warning from politicians moving forward from tonight.
The most important thing now is that however Americans are feeling about what they saw tonight, that we stay calm and we not allow this incident to incite further acts of violence.
Now, as for the upcoming Republican National Convention, no details have been released as to tightened security, though Secret Service is already in attendance. Live in studio tonight, Aaron Coogan, NBC 10 News.